Welcome back to the Green Means Go channel. It's your host, me. And we'll start with the negatives. Disappointing day yesterday. Riley Green, Michael Harris, Vinny Pasquantino, and Rafael Devers were the only leans that I suggested that ended up cashing. I did have quite a few less plays than typical because I was pretty pessimistic about the slate. Regardless, it is what it is. We move on to Tuesday. We do have a packed day today. I got announcements built in here. I got a lesson even built in. And you guys asked. You guys have been asking. We got an official play today. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing is this looks very similar to yesterday. Let me lower this. Hold on. I got a desk that can raise and lower. It's pretty neat. Cubs play an early game. They play a doubleheader again. 2 doubleheaders back to back. I don't remember why that's occurring. The wind is strong and in, but also sort of to right field. So I think you got to go lefties in this one. Michael Busch and Pete Crow Armstrong. They are disrespecting Pete Crow Armstrong. They're saying, yeah, you know what? You don't have it like you once had it. 5-1 on FanDuel. That's a price we have not seen on that individual for a long time. Game in Pittsburgh does not look great. Dalton Varsho and Spencer Horwitz are my leans. I'm staying away. Game in Detroit, we have Hunter Brown and Tariq Skubal. So I would suggest fading because those are 2 of the top pitchers in the league. Kerry Carpenter, that number tells you everything. 520, typically a guy in the 2 or 300s. He is all the way up to 520, which says, hey, look, conditions aren't great. Pitching's not great. I'm staying away. Game in Miami. Doesn't look great. Agustin Ramirez is my only lean at 599. Game in Washington is okay. I'd look at right-handers if wind doesn't scare you. There are some lefties on the Mets that look good against Jake Irvin. So decide if you think wind matters or not. It's something we talk about frequently on this channel. If you do think wind matters, I like righties, specifically Pete Alonso and Starling Marte. So I realize at the beginning here, it's a pretty brutal look, but it does get better. We'll talk about that in a second. Look, guys, we're going to live stream the fantasy football drafts for the Patreon on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you're in the league, they will be streamed. If you're not in the league and you want to just come by, see what it's all about, watch some fantasy football live drafts, you can do so on this channel at 9 o'clock. There's still room if you guys want to join the Patreon and pay $10 a month and get in and hang out and talk in the Discord and also be a part of this fantasy league. You can do so with the link downstairs in the description. Game in Philadelphia looks good. I would be okay endorsing people from this game, and I have, with a little bit of an italicization here. Julio Rodriguez at 510, Randy Arozarena at 550, Alec Boehm at 870, very good. Trey Turner at 675. I like that game more than I've liked any other game so far on this sheet. Game in Boston doesn't look good. It's chilly. It's windy. I'm out. But I'm kind of in on Bregman and Narvaez. Sorry. Do what you will with that information. Game in Atlanta also looks good, similar to Philly. One I could find my way to. Luis Robert at 650 looks good. Jerickson Profar hit 2 yesterday. Take that for what you will. Fine. He looks fine. Game in Tampa is disappointing because likely a park I am all over. But today the wind is blowing in. I think it's the first time we've seen wind blowing in at the stadium. Cody Bellinger at 450 looks good. Trent Gresham at 450 looks good. Yandy Diaz and Junior Caminero. Any New York Yankee, otherwise known as any New York, I don't know. I thought it was in my head that looked like something I needed to type in. Looks good today. So pick and choose. Anybody's in play in the pinstripes. Game in Kansas City is a pass for me. I would write Corey Seager, but guess what? When I write Corey Seager every single day, I lose credibility. I'm the boy who cried Corey Seager, and I don't want to be known as the boy who cried Corey Seager, so I'm not crying anything. What's up with this? I mean, what are we doing, guys? I can post a home run video, 2,000 views. Y'all just little rats, right? In a maze. Oh, ding, your video just dropped. Right? I post another video that I took time making. I had some insightful comments. I edited it. 122 views. What are y'all on? Y'all want losing picks? Y'all want losing home run picks, you little fiends? You just want to lose. You want to feel a rush. You want to have conversations about sports? Come on. 122? Thank you for the 2.3. I'm very thankful for the 2.3. Game in Minnesota is okay. I don't like the park, but Oakland looks good against Joe Ryan today. Very good. I'm shocked at how good they look. Tyler Soderstrom and Brent Rooker, both. Soderstrom's line is actually lower than it normally is. We were getting it like he was 600. I'm just so confused. Like Brent Rooker is usually 200 odds lower than Soderstrom, and now they're about the same. I don't know. Game in Colorado also looks pretty good. Hernandez and Betts are my leans for the Dodgers. Mickey Moniak for the Rockies. Overall, the Rockies do not look good today, but Moniak is kind of an outlier, so that's why he makes it on here, even though they are red. Game in LA. I'm going to tell you what my picks are, and then it's time for our lesson. So we have TJ Friedel at 750, Noel V. Marte at 520. That's a good play. It's italicized. I like the matchup. I like the price. Mike Trout, 360. Taylor Ward, 450. So let's talk about this lesson real quick. I looked at this on Ballpark Pal, and something stood out. This is an anomaly. This is abnormal. It is very rare that you have such good strikeout numbers from the pitcher perspective and poor home run allowance numbers from the pitcher perspective. In other words, I look at this, and while I don't see this often, if ever, what this is telling me is, wow, Hunter Green is either going to strike these guys out or they may put power on the bat. They may hit home runs. And so I had an idea. I said, what could I do on a book, a sports book, where I take Hunter Green's strikeout prop and parlay it with an angel to hit a home run or a mix of angels to hit a home run? And so in my head, I'm thinking that is what we call negative or reverse correlation. The book is going to price that in your favor because it defies common sense to say, wait, Hunter Green is dealing. He's striking these guys out, but they're hitting home runs on him? That doesn't make any sense. We're going to pay you out more because that is a reverse correlation idea. So I went over there and I found out just how insane same game parlay hold has become, or odds. So if you're tempted to check out because you don't care about odds confuse you, all that stuff, I'm going to explain this as simply as I can because I think this is valuable information. And when you start grasping these ideas, you will elevate as a bettor. So Hunter Green, 8 strikeouts, is plus 102. Mike Trout to hit a home run, in this example, was 360. When you parlay these two together, which are inversely correlated, if Hunter Green is striking out 8 guys, it is either unrelated that Trout hits a home run, or it's the opposite effect that Trout hits a home run. It's negative correlation. It's 783, okay? You plug this into a calculator that gives you true fair odds. If these were two independent events, if these were not in a same game parlay, 102 and 360 should pay 829. So FanDuel is charging you more. FanDuel is paying you less, as if these two events are related. FanDuel is implying that if Reds pitcher Hunter Green gets 8 strikeouts, Mike Trout is more likely to hit a home run. This is not good. Now, they have been steadily decreasing their odds for same game parlay. They've been adding what we call more hold, more tax, more juice, more vig, more punishment for the bettor. This is crazy that they would say a pitcher gets hit off of or a home run. Okay, he doesn't have to hit him off there, right? And he's dealing. Those two events are related. It's idiotic. And I fear that it's only going to get worse because people who bet same game parlays are often unsuspecting of this. And if I hadn't checked this, I would have been unsuspecting of it. So take that for what you will. Game in Arizona, I like J. Rom again at 525, Perdomo at 870, italicized play, and Ketel Marte at 475. Willy Adames, Fernando Tatis, and Ryan O'Hearn to wrap it up. These two games are both pretty average. So here's my official play. You guys got it. You asked, you received. Here we go. Alec Boehm and Perdomo. 2 guys with great prices on FanDuel, 2 guys with great matchups, 2 guys with neutral to good hitting conditions tonight. Why not? Swing for the fences. Go for the long ball. Let's try to cash out with this. It's very unlikely, but we'll see what we can do. That's what I got for you today. Keep it under 10 minutes. I got a lot of things planned. I got a lot of videos planned. Here we go. We'll see what I get to. And if I need to get to them, because you little stink pots clearly only care about the home run. See you tomorrow.